Hello everybody, welcome to Senulatovic, the most exciting hour in Crusader Kings. Yeah, right. Anyways, this is a new day with a new emperor by the name of Drzislav. 47 years old and member of the Trade League. And you know, the only problem that I have for this character, other than he's half and half on the virtues and the sins he has, but at least he's a fortune builder. And my fertility is kind of a little. Yeah, try to up the fertility a bit, and try to up it even more by having a family focus because I need children. So the problem is I'm chaste and she's lustful, so therefore there's a little conflict of one or another. But nonetheless, I will try to increase the chance of having more children by taking some concubines, which there's a lot of choices, which is great. But I need somebody young, or better yet, somebody. Oh shit! Okay, I got one. So we got one who's inbred and quick, with some surprises to live this long. Although I'm not too sure about the choices. Hold on. I'm gonna need some more. Somebody who's not married. What else in the filter? Has to be women. Okay, we got one quick. Anybody genius? No? No genius. Marvelous Fox. Oh dear. But quick and attractive. Where can you get somebody like that? And what's the problem? Oh, you're a lover of Count Dragomir. Will money change your mind? Nope. Okay. Who else? Attractive. Not position. Mystic. Why do I make her my court position? This'll do. Too old. What do I type that out? Well, you can't take her as concubine, not yet. Plus she's of that dynasty. Neither is her. Damn. What about strong? Okay, how about just somebody who's... Just find somebody young, okay? Somebody who's 16 or... between 16 and 30. I cannot believe you are taking this time just to find some suitable concubines. Oh gee, what happened to her? Yeah, she's a lunatic, so can't do that. There's a very small possibility that there's children that could be born a lunatic. I mean, it happened to me once. Not me personally, but I've seen it happen. Screw it, get the Greek. Okay, now that we wasted 5 minutes of that, journeyman trader. Alright, shall be the mayor of Livno. Yeah, I guess we can improve that because there's still a few of these thieves guild smugglers rings and things like that. It sets on man of stewardship, so I will go for Havrvadat, perfection. Now we gotta perform the sky burial from our past emperor from the previous episode. As my father's there, it falls on me to take him to the mountains where he will be offered to the birds of prey, and in death he will generously share his flesh of all living creatures. May his spirit soar into the heavens. Well, he gets no royal tomb because he's not highly prestigious enough or anything like that. But to me, I would say he was a failure. So I'll still take him up the mountains. It's per Zoroastrian tradition. And we must hold a grand tournament, which will start soon. And don't forget to sponsor your university, which Wisdom Bessa will get some of that money and can give it to all the foreign exchange students. And look at that. Somehow he has contact with China, and there we go. They gave him an artifact, a dragon amulet. Now I feel a little envious. What? What do you mean envious? I am envious. It's one of my sins. And I'm envious to have children. Is there another thing supposed to do? Yeah, we may have a chance. And as a member of the Trade League, I will have very slow game, so I'll just let it be like it is. You know what? Don't get an apprentice. Wait for that little mission where he tells you, hey, get an apprentice! And just wait a while and somebody will come up. Somebody good. There you go. They're my concubines. A Croat, a Greek, and a German. After reaching the mountains, I carefully placed the body in what I deem a good location. I can already hear the vultures soaring above me as I perform the necessary rituals. When I start to make my way back down, it doesn't take long until the vultures begin to tear at the flesh with both beak and claw. You are with Zurvan now, which I'm sure Zurvan, whoever he is not pleased for what he did. Oh yeah, here comes the increased attributes. The Storm of the Lord. Kiyomi? What kind of name is that? Jewish. Oh. A Jewish and a genius. And a pirate, apparently. A Jewish genius pirate doctor. Wow. What a combination. Why not? Come on in. And why don't you be a Zoroastrian while you're at it? But no, he's a true believer. Alright, this is the time for the tournament. Let's see who's going to get killed or wounded for this. It appears my services no longer required, my liege. I shall hereby give the trade goods in my possession and let me manage the trading. Run out of money. Egads. He died in battle. Adam the Mazdaki Croat, wounded. Oh, he was killed in a tournament. Another man killed in the tournament. Karada Yavar, and a graduate. Umaya, another foreign exchange student and natural philosopher. least those the lizard said. Just some guy. Commander of Slovenia. Strong Aristolian. Also, I noticed that I don't know why I left the trade league. I didn't antagonize the society, but I could join in 2 months. So I don't know what happened with that. Slav's been killed. What? Even on position he was. There we go, up the fertility bonus a bit. I need children, damn it. He is heir to the Duchy of Raška. Hadid Astavada Slovenia. Islamic jurist, 3rd place. What the? I have no interest in these follies because I'm slothful. Oh yeah, I forgot. Not only I'm envious, but in case I didn't pay attention, I'm also lazy. Oh, Timothy, Latch of Moldau, 2nd place. And the winner is Drzislav, commander of Galich. And a genius at that, and he was a peasant later. Very well then, it's time for the feast. Our first feast of the reign of the new emperor. Gee, I hope I didn't piss all these vassals off to an extent where not everybody would like me. Oh, everybody does, just not enough for one to care about. Ask spouse for assistance. Yeah, why not? Put no. I don't think you have much of the money that you might need for all these things. Also, is it time to join back? Yes, it is. Let's trade. As soon as I give birth to... I think what you just said, you give birth. I'm talking about whenever I have a child from either my wife or concubine, then eventually in about, 5 years or so, I will switch to business. Or rulership, just to get more stewardship. Whatever they'll ask me. Who's my friend? Dragomir of Brin. An ugly man at that. Gee, look at this stuff. Up the intrigue a bit. Something you don't really get enough of. Oh, and stress hurts my fertility as well. God dang it. Why don't you write a book that's something about fertility? Oh, I might just do that. Once I raise enough money, maybe I should compose a book that involves diplomacy or intrigue and look for that. Not something stewardship related. I think we got enough of those. Oh yeah, my mother. Well, they can call a crusade at any given time. Oh, also new city and split. Solin. The first mayor, Ivanis. Good man. I up the legalism up one more time, then heavily taxed, and the mayors can hate me for that. Jeez. They will never see their friends or relatives again. What secret society? The only Slavic pagans I see up there are those guys. And I guess Ugra too, because those guys up there. I'm only going to be open-minded because, hey, remember the trade league, try to appeal to everybody. And if I get sympathy for Christendom, or Judaism, or Islam, I'll do it too. I'll definitely do it. And if they tell me to join some secret society, no, I can't because I'm a member of the trade league. I'm not interested in trying to return to our roots of Slavic paganism. Chase him. Oh shit. Hinek. He's a Czech Catholic. Don't worry, send our troops there. They'll get him. Okay, good. It's the Zoroastrian faith. It's easier to convert the Mazdagas than the Christians. I don't want to be there. I'm too busy meddling my own things. Alright. I'm gonna get my first child. Oh, my mother just died before she could even get her hands on those. She died of a natural death, but it says died during the battle. So she was fighting, and then suddenly she had a heart attack, and that's it. What a way for my what? At least she died at what she loved doing. Still waiting for the mission from the trade league. Smuggler's ring is getting bolder. Now they're actively trying to get poor quality goods. Free goods are good goods. And the Thieves Guild are really doing some work. They're going to intercept the goods I'm trying to sell. Send them in. And finally, wife impregnated. Get our troops down here. Down. I can't help but notice you don't have proper storage for your trade goods. I recommend renting one or building one. We all know how full of thieves and brigands the streets are. I know an architect that can find or build one. You only need to ask. Who's this? Oh, just some Anglo-Saxon. You're the, no, just some guy who just tells me. Alrighty then. We'll start building it right now. Oh, and, remember that book that I said that I should compose? Yeah, maybe I should do that. The, intricacies of, relationships. Just hopefully get to compose a book that will increase a bit of fertility. Why am I fertility intensive? I'm not lustful. And, go to my study. And I'll write a poem. Since I really, you know, we don't see each other eye to eye, me and my wife, but we can at least try. Gold is always good, but I only wish you would more. A little bit of money out of that. The architect laid down a basic blueprint and a list of materials needed to build a warehouse. If I'm missing materials, it will be delivered by his partners. Whoa. That much? Yeah, sure. Okay, I'll read the poem to my wife. Okay. You, whom I cannot leave or briefly forget. It's a 50-50 chance. As I finish reading the poem, she abruptly embraces me, flattered by my kind words. Great, I'm a poet. That reminds me. I'll read the thing of hers. I know what to do with this prisoner, Hinek. I'm gonna read him bad poetry. Hinek is forced to spend a full hour listening to a child reciting some of my most repellent poetry. Nali is the young, is void of rhetoric skill, but he made certain that this poem is particularly trite. His delicate intellect will be tarnished forever. 5% chance he becomes a lunatic, and he doesn't. Just get out of here. University in Paris. Following the trend of recent years, Paris is also found at a university. This will be a most notable movement to the people of France. France too, eh? Well, I got my own Imperial Academy, so who needs them? We don't accept Catholic students because they already got their own universities. We accept students from around the world, including many from India, which, by the way, there's a new Grandmaster of Wisdom Dimitar. A dragon will be there. Headmaster, Doctor of Law, Aristotelian, and he's possessed. My incompetent Doric pet has led a group of smugglers into the county of Zadar. Apparently thought they were merchants. What a fool. Curses! My wife's recent visit to Nidaros. Okay. Yeah, get on out of here. Thinking, where's the place where the revolt risk is? Still over there. Just a child of a concubine. Remember, I don't care, son or daughter, or son. That's all I need. And I'm about to have another challenge coming up. How much money do you have? You want my advice, then it'll cost you. You got way too much money in your hands. And this one's born sickly. Don't name him after my predecessor or name it after me. Pita will do. It's too bad it didn't get a more attractive son, or quick son, or strong son. Please save my child. Alright, my advice to Mayor Dragomir is very simple. Just pay the Zoroastrian priest and they'll stop pestering for it. Oh, and perhaps a few weeks, though I could share this for free, but I decided that to test how much Mayor Dragomir wanted to be left alone by the Zoroastrian priest and many for your advice. He almost threw money at me. 14 gold. Sucker. Alright, the Thieves Guild are gone and... oh yeah, we smuggled all that stuff. I would rather see Zadar prosper and we'll get more holdings in the future whenever it's fully... While little Pita appears slightly weaker than the other children his age, I swear he's much more energetic than he was a couple of weeks ago. Perhaps he's not out of the woods yet, but the worst has passed. Thank you, Kiyomi, for giving us a second chance. Kiyomi sounds... Kiyomi's a Jewish name, but yet it sounds a little bit Japanese to me. Oh boy. King Kesa, the dwarf. The Mary. This lunatic who loves to have some fun! There, we got a new warehouse. And I lost the stress trait thanks to the garden that's been built centuries ago. You got a direct part of the academy. Not only we've had foreign exchange students, there are those that actually want to stay here in Croatia. We are truly a world empire. Whenever I get more money, I'll ask my spouse for assistance. Alright, what do you got? Good drinks and food, kerosene, everything's fine, or was fine until King Kesa unexpectedly threw a fit of rage. I'm not sure why, but he's coming at me with the fist stuff. Well, let me tell you something, you loony. I ain't scared of you. Well, if that's what you want, beat each other up. There. I've beaten him up and he beat me up. Well, it was fun. I guess. Could have expanded the star mark, but instead he chose for white piece. High demand for weapons and armor. Can't do that. I'm waiting for some other mission. Or eventually he'll tell me, hey, get an apprentice! I'll go to my study. I'll write something positive about the accomplishments of my house. Especially Yadrinka of the past. The ruler that no one will ever forget. Oh, hold on. We're experiencing a plague of pirates on our coast. There's a rumor that they're supporting them. Can you please have my mind at ease regarding this? For I assume that is not true. Or is it? Well, let me tell you something, you Norse fool. Who's a Kavak? A strange accusation. He's up to something. I'm sure he's calling bullshit on that one. Guess I'll ask my spouse for assistance right now. My aggressive words will only serve to strengthen my suspicions regarding my low character and prosperity in doing our dark dealings. Clearly, I'm planning a dark deed, and man cease at once. Made a cur choke on his foul tongue. Never liked him anyway. My wife, I believe is truly talented in her way. Without a realm of Rome, however, these talents are wasted. Perhaps I could make good use of them. I do need help keeping my records. Oh, these guys again. Get the troops. Kick their ass. Surround them. They ain't going nowhere. I asked about King Case. I kindly suggested it would be a benefit of the realm if I studied the languages spoken at foreign courts. He offers himself to aid me in my studies. Well, this is a multinational empire. You gotta have other languages. She's accepted my offer to improve the economic affairs. She appears somewhat displeased by this order. However, it's not a small task I place on her. My orders still stand whether she likes it or not. Go get these little guys. Sick and tired of them ruining our economy. There. One of my mayors is famously arbitrary, and as a result, taxation flowing into my coffers have suffered. Recently, however, my spouse has uncovered evidence that quite a significant amount of money is being embezzled by him. More than enough evidence to warrant an arrest. Mayor of Livno. Greedy and arbitrary, yeah. He may be kind, but damn it! The evidence is right there. Get that hell out of here. Release him so he can repay me later. It's just a little misunderstanding by my wife. I mean, yeah, this is a corrupt empire, but what can you do about it? The history of the dates of my dynasty is finally complete, and I order subjects to make copies of it for distribution. Only time will tell of its success or failure. I'm sure it will bring honor to my family. You want to kill your own wife? Oh yeah, you plan on putting her out of her misery, I see. An odd choice for an urn smuggler. That's my Greek concubine. Although I thought about fighting wars, but I would not be willing to fight unless the Holy Roman Empire is involved in something. I guess this might be my chance. I mean, yeah, you haven't fought all day, but here's something I can prove to myself. But the problem is, where? Although, as of late, I really thought about taking Bohemia for myself. That would be 5 counties, and then we would eventually, since we also have Brno, create a kingdom of Bohemia. So we can have Czech Zoroastrians. We already have Slovak Zoroastrians, so why not include the Czechs to our empire? I mean, the threat level has been so low, they stopped caring. We have strong enough troops, so why worry? Oops. Again, Bohemia has a mix of Pomeranians and Czechs. Yeah, fuck it, let's go for Bohemia. If I get killed in a battle, well then, oh well. And hope my son Peter is all better. Nope, not yet. If it doesn't, then it would have gone to Natalia. Yeah, we haven't had a war all episode. Alright. Oh yeah, don't forget, Poland is right on our doorsteps. So, rally up in Zagreb. This might be a bad idea. Just one of different army groups here. I don't know if I don't know if we can do that based on what's going on. Lords of my realm enjoy the tax privileges that leach valuable gold from my treasury. By eliminating these privileges, my wife suggested that more gold would flow into my coffers. My noble vassals, however, are unlikely to be pleased. We're at war, so I decided to revoke some tax privileges from the nobility. Make it so, the realm's treasury shall flow with gold. Well, you're back into the big house. And I might as well ransom out of it. Sorry for the misunderstanding. Alright, we killed the Duke of Lesser Poland. Vedrana Senulatovic. Isn't she concubine? Yeah. I didn't know she was a commander too. Took quite a bit of casualties. Where are they going? Capital. Also, apparently the king is also there. If we can capture him as a prisoner, then we would win the war very, very early. Hell, they're in Split. I thought they were... Yeah, but doing double duty. Partying with the dwarf and leading troops in the battle. King K says, feasting and reveling like a lunatic. I can hardly stand up, I'm laughing so hard. Must invite him more often. See, the little guy knows the concept of fun. Gee, if I only had him as commander, wonder how he would he perform. By the way, what's his martial skill? Not good. He's just a party goer. Yeah, that was fun. Oh, no. I mean, if, yeah, that would make sense. Naming your child Zlata, which is a Slavic name for golden, because, you know, I'm a man of money. At least for now. But right now, I'm just here to start a war, which is in a way to prove myself to the world, if I can be as good as a warrior as Yadrinka was. Split up. The Teutonic Order with their infinite armies. My account on the history of my house has received critical acclaim among scholars throughout the known world. Countless generations will come and will stand in awe of the mighty deeds of my dynasty, and got a little bit of money out of it. My concubine? Ah. Not much place to study technology since we are far more advanced than they are. Okay, bring out the best commanders that isn't me. Well, actually, damn it, actually do be a commander there. Because you said to yourself that you wanted to prove yourself to the world that you could try to be a great warrior of sorts. Just hold the line. Having invested myself in this literary endeavor, I've been feeling drained lately. One of my scribes asked me what the next section of the book should be about. I throw my hands on it here. How should I know? I cannot rush these things. I need inspiration. Perhaps I'll indulge in some late-night festivities with my soldiers. And I didn't lose a limb. Well, meanwhile, I might lose my life. There's a lot of these guys. Got the Pomeranian. War scores going up. Okay, go after them. My determination and hard work has paid off. Studying with King Kesa, I've learned several new languages to the level of fluency. This will surely increase the prestige at foreign courts. I knew I could do it. Also, what? Independence. No bad agitation. Did you just expand the territory? Oh, yes, you did. You expanded it into Crimea. Get 2 castles. That's what the money is for. And who's wishing independence. Nitra, as well as... Oh boy. What made these people mad at me for? What did I do? Oh, the taxation! We gotta finish this war. Welcome back. Back to jail with you. And how much money do you have? Yeah, well, we're gonna get some out of you. And the war is already over. We never entered Bohemia, but at least we beat the heck out of their troops. Excuse me. You're one of the first Czech Zoroastrians. Oh, who's down? Good job. Get back to that area. Actually, revolt risk where, or better yet, just station in newly conquered Bohemia, just in case if there might be religious revolts. And as for the Czech, he should be married to, oh, why not her? I guess we have a new job for the, no, stick with the converting of the heresy. We'll get, to Bohemia. Oh, I could piss these people off more, but there'll be increased possibility of independence. But that's minus 10 out of everybody. How long did that take? Oh, just a few years. It's for 36 months. Fuck it! Call me a greedy bastard. I might as well get a greedy trade afterwards. Why on earth? Something else that I was planning on spending. Is that it? Is that all I covered? Yeah. Again, we're just gonna increase our reinforcement rates so that we will prevent them from declaring any form of independence and just wait for an opportunity to usurp the titles of Bohemia from Poland and give it to Pavel. Free goods are good goods. Oh my god. Send them in. Extra guards are duty. The last thing I would ever want to happen on my empire is an independence war. And if we were to lose that, then we could never ever get back to former strength, and we basically ruined Yadrinka's legacy. But at least I'll be having a ton of children before I pass away and play as the young Petar. Why haven't we had that? Speaking of technology, more emphasis on cavalry and you know what, spend it on construction for once so we can build buildings faster. So basically, this rule of Drzislav is characterized as being a bit corrupt. Polish Senulatovic Catholic. What the hell? Should switch my focus to business, because that's what they probably would want me to do. When I say they, I mean the trade league. Oh, King of Serbia burnt Count Vid of Belgrade. So I control Belgrade now, but I'm gonna give it to Cassian. Belgrade is once again yours. Back to Serbian control where it belongs. Instead of having a Croatian, especially let alone a Senulatovic, run that place. Belgrade's for Serbs, not Croats. That's not our homeland there. Not to mention trying to appeal to the Serbian minority. My wife has brought me several letters from prominent merchants in my realm. They propose an establishment of a major trade route passing through one of my provinces, which would bring much wealth. All that requires is my blessing and some gold to pave the route. How much is it? Farazden gets trigger. Okay, here you go. My wife was found in her chambermaid's in her study again last night, sleeping using a thick book as a pillow, and a burnt-out candle on her desk. Her haggard appearance tells the story. Many a sleepless night poring over records and letters. Perhaps she's struggling to keep up with the work I've placed upon her. She's only stressed for about a day. Actually, she remains stressed. By the way, I forgot to address this. They did an update on the Soulmates mod. This is what it's part of. They did an update on that. But it's kind of too big for me to talk about because there's so much to read. I have to take a picture of that and I'll try to read it to you on the next episode because we don't have much time. Gavelkind. Gee, people still do that? Gavelkind is still a thing? What did he do? He didn't do nothing. Why not? Do it again! Because I'm insane. Greedy bastard I am. We're building it for healthcare. Revoking tax privileges and the guy spends it on healthcare. And Herbal, I'm gonna take a little bit of money out of you again. Because this is becoming a running gag on this episode. Now get back to work. There you go. That includes you too. Yeah, now we own Crimea, basically. Basically, you have it all. Stressed again. Ushi. What's the guy's name? Huh. Funny name for an Avar. By the way, since we expand so much, do we have contacts with China? No, we don't. Keep going east, if we wanted it to. How old is my son anyway? 4 years old. Alright, let's see. Well, I'd rather be a respected ruler. There you go, Gregarious. And that adds a slight bonus of getting more points for the assets. There you go, more money. It's all about the money. A thriving economy is good for the realm. Surprised our newly conquered Bohemia hasn't, gone revolted up, but that would be it for this episode. That'll do it. We'll see you next time. Until then, so long for now.